Well, thank you very much, Honorable Minister of Public Works, the Lord Mayor of the City Government of Monrovia, the Honorable Deputy Minister of Administration of the Ministry of Public Works, Traffic Director, Assistant Director for Traffic, Liberia National Police, members of the Technical Working Group here present, Inter-Governmental agencies, members and staff here present, members of the food estate, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Today, as occasion, yet another effort aimed at ensuring that the cities of Monrovia, the capital city of Liberia, the cosmopolitan center and the economic hub of our country, and its sister city, the city of Painesville, challenges are put on the front burner to be reviewed and approached. As we speak today, before the taking over of office by the Honorable Mayor of the City Government of Monrovia, John Shafa, he has conceived a more inclusive and participatory approach towards ensuring that our cities are managed in a more harmonic way in light of promoting the peace and ensuring that law and order is maintained for urban resilience. Against this backdrop, consultations began with ministries, agencies, and commissions of government for the purpose of prompting this joint effort to address the mirage and the myriad of challenges that these two cities face, ranging from disorganized markets, disorganized streets, the need to employ measures in support of climate change, of climate resilience, as well as people taking up the mantle of authority themselves for local ownership in the context of promoting the two cities development initiatives. Today, the task force in the Inter-Governmental Agency Task Force on City Cleaning is comprised of the Ministry of Public Works, the Ministry, the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation, and the Liberia National Police, with a comprehensive consolidated support for the cities of Monrovia and Painesville. In the future, there will be other cities, there will be other ministries and agencies and commissions of government who will join this effort. But as we speak, the strategic objective of this task force will require the role of the press, will require the role of every Liberian, because the overall objective is to mitigate the bad mindset that only government should be the one to ensure sanctity within our cities. No, this task force is saying that it's everyone's business, and Liberians, particularly local dwellers, local residents, should take the lead. With this, Honorable Minister, Honorable Mayor, distinguished colleagues, members of the food estate, I want to say thank you, and we will proceed.
Thank you for that splendid background. We'll now move on to the Liberia National Police for a special statement.
Well, Mr. Minister, I have a big stand on the assistant worker. Working with this task force is a very good thing. We as law enforcement officers have a big role in the task force, making sure the city of Monrovia and its environment. We are now working on where we want to extend to other places to work with other cities to ensure that the cities are very clean for our people to use. the present condition of the city is deplorable, and our people here are trying to make sure that we have clean cities, we have petty traders going from the street, especially gas sellers. We also want to make sure that the traffic flows freely. We also want to make sure that these health hazards are put in place for the safety of our people. So we agree as one unit to work with the city corporation and make sure that our people go home safely, not only for the clinic, because when we talk about cleanliness, we're trying to talk about people avoid of theft, robberies, hijacking, etc., etc. So we want to work with them based on the instruction from my Deputy Inspector General of Police for Operations of JNS. So we are glad to be here. We're going to work with you. Thank you so much.
Thanks to the other chief for that statement. We now move on to the Phoenix City Corporation. Okay. And if there's no representative, we move to the Monrovia City Corporation. Okay, then we come back to the Minister of Public Works, and the Minister will have a stand to make a statement.
Thank you again. So please allow the mayor to close this because we are in the mayor's city. But let me say again, welcome to everybody. Like we did, we stand on the existing protocol. All of us can agree. Liberia's capital and its surrounding and other cities in appeasement is in filth. The government is concerned about that, and I'm sure this intergovernmental agency set up a task force to be able to clean up the city is for what we call enhancing sanitation. Don't forget our development agenda is anchored on one of that, sanitation, under the arrest. So the president is concerned about making sure the city is clean up. Public Works, as a part of that, will help. And we'll be glad that we can keep our drainage systems around the capital is environment clean. Because here we spoke about the issue of street selling and other activities that are done within the streets, and even on the sidewalk can also be a big contributor to the dirt that you see in some of our businesses. You see some of the streets, for example, like the Gale Street, the Bessie Street intersection. We have drainage systems there, but that can work because of dirt. And I'm sure some of the dirt that are created as a result of street selling. We're concerned about that. Our zoning department also going to be, a unit going to be involved in this task force. They're going to be the removal of makeshift structures along the corridors, along the streets, especially on the sidewalk. We're going to make sure that happens. There's also going to be some of that in the different communities to make sure there's access to our community. We already started doing a lot of work. We have a backlog of marking of structures that are being identified to be in the attic. We've gone through a complete process through the different codes where necessary. We've called them for hearing, so you can see along the way there will be some demolition taking place. But the entire purpose of that and intent is to make sure we have our city clean and look like other cities that we can talk about. I know some of you can look around sometimes on the internet. If you have traveled to Rwanda, all of us so marvel about what Rwanda looks like. The cleanest city in Africa, very small city, but very clean. I'm sure we can do the same. Nigerians are not dirty people. We just have to step up and do what is right. So we are excited today, Mr. Mayor, to have you here and for us to collaboratively work together to make sure we can begin cleaning our city. I'm sure that should be happening as of the first week in April. That should begin. And this is going to be a consolidated effort. Like the technical person came bring answers from MCC said, there will be other agencies that is going to come on board as we go along to make sure we can make a successful task force. And the outcome is to keep the city clean, simple. And we know that will happen between us and the citizens. So Mr. Mayor and our full state, those of you who are here, Mr. Sam, thank you for coming to the National Police and for the Day of Painsville, which I'm sure is here in spirit or is on its way. We are glad that you all came today, and let's get this happen. So once more, thank you for coming. And the issue of keeping our city clean is something that we give a priority. Thank you.
So, thanks to the Minister of Public Works, we will go back to the city mayor of the Monroe City Corporation to finalize the statement.
Mr. Minister, representative of the police, Mayor of Painsville, he said should be on his way. Staying on the existing road, you the fourth estate. Well, thank you for being here today. It's an important communication exercise that will inform you of actions and activities that we are about to get involved in. This is a unique activity because it's homogeneous. It brings together key players unified around a single goal. I put this question to you and to people watching. What is the Monrovia you want? What is the Painsville you want? What is the Liberia you want? Think about it. What is the city? What is the environment I want? I think the answers to that question lies with all of us. We are team leaders, but we all have a unique role to play. Now, yes, as a government, we have a strategy that is built around the arrest, but it will not be possible in executing that strategy without you. And as part of our community engagement strategy, we're starting today to engage you all. As a responsible government, as we go along the way, we'll inform you, we'll engage you, we will seek to have an understanding in working together. Force will want to be the last resort. So based on that, we, the Minister of Public Works, the National Police, the PCC, the MCC, and the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation has been having several consultative meetings. It is important to note that we've also met the Liberian Marketing Association. We've had meetings with the Petty Traders Association and the Motorcycles and Tricycles Union, which we feel are key stakeholders in this. This exercise will go out in phases, starting with Central Monrovia and other parts as we see fit, because they are key hotspots. And one thing we must say, this is not a one day, this is not an event. It will be an ongoing exercise until we achieve our desired goal. It's not going to be a 1 week thing, it's not going to be a 2 week thing, it is going to be ongoing. Subsequent to this, we will start to deploy our community engagement teams that will be on the radio, that will be working in the community, that will continue to engage those stakeholders. The Senate government, as a matter of fact, is currently working on the policy for the street vending, which will entail all of the petty traders and what have you. We intend to adopt a policy that we will work around to see what is practical as we approach the whole idea of giving the city a facelift. We have an old city, probably the oldest city in Africa, right? Yeah, I mean, and we know resources are scarce, but the plan is to use what we have and make it better while working towards the dream city. The Minister of Public Works and my colleagues have said everything regarding what we'll be doing. We seek the cooperation of everyone. You members of the Folk Estate has a key role to play in this awareness campaign. I keep telling people, they say, how can I help? I say, if you just put on your page, you're one, many followers, help keep our city clean. Help organize our city. If every one of us take that, it costs you nothing. Let's be sincere. If the police says this, and everyone says, stop overtaking, stop using blinkers, stop littering the street. If we just engage in that, if you just dedicate 60 seconds on your shows, help people, we'll solve almost half of the problem. Because education and awareness is a big component here. It will reduce the amount of resources required for enforcement.